Hello guys, and welcome to episode 15 of Phunkcraft. Glad to have you back. This week we've got loads to do, loads of cool stuff to do. You're probably thinking, where on earth are you? Well, I'm under the base, and I thought it was about time I finally put the mine in Minecraft. I've just been digging holes everywhere in order to get resources, and yeah, it's about time I actually had somewhere that I can call a mine. So this week I spent a lot of time digging out the area for this, which is quite a big area actually. It needs a bit of, it's quite boring at the moment, but I plan to do a bit more work on this, but I thought I'd just get you guys to have a look before too much changes so you can see the process and all that sort of stuff. But the idea is, this here will be, won't be a shaft, this will be, well, just an exit into what will be, I don't know, a mining area or construction area, something like that. I don't really know yet. The mines are going to come off either side. There'll be 6 going out of here. I've already mined a lot out of 2 of them. That's how I got most of these resources here. I had a silk touch pick, but that's now gone. But yeah, I dug loads down here and loads down this way as well. That one's probably goes about 2,000 blocks that way. Love to dig. But yeah, so that's what I've been doing. Now I've got big piles of materials down here, which I'm gonna leave. It sounds a bit crazy, especially this. Sounds a bit crazy. But I don't massively need diamonds now. I've got quite a few up on my chest from just digging around and mining, and I quite like the way this looks. Just sort of piles of raw materials around, as if it were like a mine. They're sort of being collected about. And this is actually right, like this here is where the storage area is. So this is right underneath the storage area, which is cool. It is, however, like I said, a bit boring down there. So I want to jazz it up a little bit, which we'll do now on camera for a little while. I've got some ideas for what I want to do. Like each one of these bays here, I think could be a like a little storage area here. It's going to serve no purpose other than to make it look a bit better than it does now. But that's cool because, you know, not everything in Minecraft's about it being ridiculously functional. Although that said, later on in the episode I'm going to be showing you something very cool, because at the moment when we're down here there's no way of getting, well there is, I can carry them up, but I'm lazy. So I wanted to make an item elevator, which is what we spoke about last time when I was mining out this floor before. By the way, this is where I finished the last episode. This spot here is where I started digging out those blocks. So as you can see, I've done quite a lot of digging this year. This year I have, but more specifically this episode I've done loads. So so this is what I was thinking, right, for these bits here. I want to have little sheltered bays that each raw material goes in. Just for display, really. Those in there. And you know, I'll store the materials down here as I'm mining. What do you think that looks? That's pretty good, isn't it? Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. I store the materials down here whilst I'm mining, in these chests. Cobble I can put somewhere else. I've not decided where cobble's going to go yet. But then over here I'm going to have a massive item elevator. I'll go upstairs in a minute and show you what I'm actually planning to do. But it will sit here and I'll put items in it and carry them up. And I can sort of, you know, keep mining and then go back up. Cobble though, in fact I might have this room back here, I might even make into the area where I work for cobble into stone and all that sort of stuff. Just so I can do it down here instead of taking it all up. Clogging up the machine with cobble and that sort of stuff. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, quite happy with that. Wonder if it look better though if I've got some more bits around here like this, or a little too busy. I'd imagine it's going to look a bit too busy, but you never know. Let's have a look. Yeah, it looks alright. It might actually look better one higher, so let's do that as well. So yeah, no, I bought a higher to one of the new guys. I had loads of new subs this week. That's awesome. I'm glad you guys subscribed. It was nice to have new people in. That looks rubbish. Won't be doing that. Yeah, no, what I'll do, I mean, I'm not committing to this. I've done a lot of work on the mine this week, and I'm about to do some more, you guys. So I'll probably leave this for now. If you guys have done anything of this, show us what you've done. I'll try and do a bit like that, a bit like you guys think. But yeah, you see what I'm getting at though. Just like little shout-outs for everything down here. I also plan to have... Oh, I've got no logs left. I used them all for the wood. That's a nightmare. I also plan to have sort of beams supporting the ceiling, because at the moment it's just a cave. I want sort of something a bit more than that. And also, what's a bit... I'm not sure if I like this or not, is that over here I've got none of the fog. Whereas over here, yeah, you see it disappears because of the fog, which is a pain, to be honest. Yeah. But anyway, so 2 things I'm missing. Item elevator, which I've already told you about. We'll get to that in a second. And we got a good way in, which is just the hole, which, you know, jump down there because it's hilarious. And our current way out is this. Look at that. That is some professional stairs right there. Look at that, straight up. It's all easy to make. But no, we need an actual exit to the base because, you know, that's rubbish. Not to mention that I actually have no idea how I get out of here. How did I do this last time? Oh yeah, I remember now. Here we go. Night time and it's raining. Let's have a little sleep, and then yeah, I'll show you the new bits and pieces. Also, I've got to show you the new rail track. I finished off the railway to the monster spawner. In fact, what we might do, I've got 10 levels. I'm just going to shoot off. So I've got a book as well. Whilst we're over there. But that journey have a point. So right, here's the idea. This bit here is where the chest is going to be, where the... Oh, I have got some wood. This bit, I made some chests, so I can show you this. So the idea is... Bit overexcited there. So I still love this. That's amazing. Right, so there'll be chests here, a double chest here in fact, it'll sit just there. One chest, and then there'll be a chest next to it there. And the items get fed up into this. There'll be a crafting table there, I'd imagine. And I can actually open this up, having fed them up from the bottom. I can just run them over to wherever I want to put them in the storage bit, which is cool. So that's nice and straightforward, nice and simple. The new mine entrance will be over here. This hole down there that leads down straight under there. Could even do some cool stuff with mine carts, I guess, to get there. But we'll come back to that in a second because I want to show you guys something over here first, which is the railway. Not the railway, the transport tunnel, I guess. That's what we can call it. Which basically just finished up now, and it's pretty cool. I mean, let's check these are still working. Hey. So yeah, so one cart. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but there is a bug with these at the moment. If you do this, and you're not actually in the cart, that should work now. Yeah, you get thrown out. But here we go. Here's the mine shaft finished off. Pretty happy with this. It's quite basic, but you know, that does the job. It's pretty cool. I'm in 2 minds as to whether to put wood around the bottoms as well, on these bits where the wood is on the sides. Not really sure though. Got to think about that, to be honest. But yeah, see if it annoys me more if I keep going down. Oh, I've missed a wooden bit on the floor there. Not to worry, you can fix that. I still have to work on this bit down here, but it took a long time to do that, so I just thought I'd crack on with the mine, so I can show you guys that this week, because that's the idea. So you see, that's that changed. Let's get a book. Have we got any books here, actually? I may have got a little bit over keen here, chaps. There we go. Plenty. I've also pillaged some of the books out of here. Yeah. I'm probably going to come over here in an episode soon and change loads around. Let's do 9, so there you go. Oh, power 2. Lovely. What's that for your bow? When I eventually get an anvil. That's going to be fantastic. But I don't have one yet, so... E. And kicked out. And kicked out. And off we go. So yeah, back to the item spawner. So you can see what I mean by the fact that where that chest is going to be is a good place, because I can move all the items around at the top bit. But obviously I've got to get there first. So had a look around, found some designs, adjusted one that I was shown, and it's this is quite a good idea doing it. So the new, obviously with the hoppers, with the droppers, not dispensers, the droppers are actually better for this, and you'll see why in a minute. And loads of torches, you can make a really simple item elevator, with the exception of the hoppers. It's not even that expensive. Just the iron cost there's a bit, even that's not that much, to be honest. So what we'll do, we'll come down here. We will do this in red vision, I think, because it'll be a lot easier to show the redstone. So right, let's hop in here and let's have a look. Right then guys, welcome back to Red Vision. Second time in here now, and we're going to build the item elevator. Now I've got ready here a skeleton version of what we're going to make, just to explain what's going on before we actually build the thing. Then when we build it, it'll be a nice, quick, clean, easy, understood process. So what it is, this takes items from here, see them being pulled out, pushed up to here, and up here you can see them being put in. Now here's my tests up here. So what we'll do, we'll grab all of these back, pop them in here so I can show you the mechanics behind it as we're doing this. So dead simple. Hoppers automatically pull items out of chests and put them into droppers. Now the difference is droppers don't automatically shift items upwards, you have to power them to do that. Now when an item hits a dropper, it activates a comparator if it's coming off this here with a very short signal, but if you place that straight into a block like we have here, it will activate this redstone torch, which will extend the signal to however long it needs to be. So what happens here then? So item in dropper, signal given out, which turns off this item here, which unlocks the dropper, which allows another item to go in. So this is like 1, 2, 3. And if you watch it, you can see this actually lines up so that every time the torch here goes on, this is fired off. So you see what's happening? Now the exact same principle works with the bits and pieces at the back here, in that all this here is a redstone torch tower carrying the signal upwards, and it works well because the delay is well timed. So as you can see, all that's happening is the redstone signal is being carried up. Now each one of these powers 2 of the droppers. Okay, so if you watch, one will have items in, which is one here, and this is in time with this torch here. If you notice, every time it lights up it goes away. It visually skips this and goes straight into this one here, which is then powered by this torch, and again you see it's lining up exactly the same, and the same with this one here, but that's already in the chest. So that's what's happening. Now this is a double chest setup, which means basically that we are moving 2 items at a time. Now that means a stack will take about 20 seconds to get from top, so bottom to top, which is pretty good. I've got a few bells and whistles to add at the end, but let's build it quickly now so I can show you how to make it, and then we'll take it from there. So first things first, what you want to do is make a triangle shape like this, cut out these 3 blocks, and then repeat the exact same thing on this side of it with a bit of wool either side like so. You want repeaters going into the back of the blocks. And let me just grab some redstone, then we can do the rest of this. So redstone either side like so, and then torch there, torch there. You want comparators there and there. 2 torches coming out the bottom here, and then we got to start using the droppers. Now these are a pain to place even in creative, so if you're using creative, your best bet is just to jump and do it this way. Otherwise it takes ages when you're flying. Cool, so that's that. So that's your basic setup there for the dropper to start shooting them up the tower. Now what you want to do is take 2 of the hoppers, you want to point at the dropper behind it, so that this bit here is plumbed into the back of the dropper. And then you want 2 chests, one above either one of these bits here. So there's your input. Straightforwards. What you want to do now is make the tower for the redstone. So simplest way of doing this, you want an alternating pattern going up. With every other block you want this to come out one like so. Same on this side. And then every time you've done that, like so, just take the blocks out in the middle as well. And actually that's the height I want this to be, with a chest there. So we go torch all the way up the inside of these, both sides, and then the same with the outside, like so. Cool, so now that's going to carry the signal right up to the top of this bit here, but we also need the outputs rather, to go into the droppers. You can hear them clicking as we put them in. So that, in its most basic form, is the dropper tower done. So if we click on the box now, stick something in there, that will start to funnel out. Everything starts to light up at the back, and that all should end up in the chest up here. But I'm not quite done because this is going to be going into a wall when I make this myself in the world. So let's do the extra bits here I need to add. So unfortunately, the room I made downstairs in my world is actually 3 wide. So what we need to do is just add a little something in there to make it look like it was deliberate. So if we get a crafting bench and a furnace, all these bits here, lovely, and we can just pop these there and there. Cool. So it's essentially 3 wide now, and what we need to do, the other thing I wanted to add was because when there's a wall in front of this, you can't actually tell if stuff's getting pulled up the thing or not. It's very difficult to know what's going on. So my solution to that is to add some lighting effects to it as well. Now, the way I do this is very straightforward. I'll do this in a different colour so you can see where the circuit is, but it's really straightforward. Just pull this out, 1 extra on that side so that it is still symmetrical when the wall's finished. And then what we want to do is basically we're looking to get the redstone lamps to be in line with there, there, and there. So pull a signal away from here like this. Get the redstone again. Da-da, da-da. I put the halves there just so it's more easy to see from above in a distance, so like that. And then we do the exact same thing on the other side, apart from this time it's one further away, like that. Pop all this in here. And the good thing about this is these signals alternate with the current of the torches. So what we can do now is if I get some redstone lamps, these can just sit in front of these bits here, like this. Oh, just like that, and like that. There we go. And if I put something in now, this will just fire straight up, and as you see, the torches will actually be. So there you go. You know something's going up there basically now, which is cool. So it's a visual effect that just adds a bit something to the game. Now everything I do from here is purely visual, but it's just to fit the style of the mine that I'm working on. So when we go back into the world, you see exactly what I mean. So now you notice I've laid the lights back one. No real reason why or why not you should do that. I just thought it'd be cool to give it a bit of a depth or something like that. So let's grab some stone bricks. Yeah, that's cool there, perfect. And these, we just literally line the side of these, either side, like so. And already you can see that it's sort of becoming a bit less of just an item elevator. It's more like a feature now, so which is quite cool. Which is why I left so much space in the world, so that we can actually do something decent with this instead of just having a big item, a rubbish-looking item elevator there. So that's that. More over there. I mean, really, this is basically what I wanted. Really, I need to have stairs here, though. Let's see what we got. So, some stone stairs. Well, that's another thing you've got to be careful of. The hoppers won't work with chests unless the chest can be opened. So you can't obstruct the top of the block. Let's just grab these here for now, see how this looks. Cool, that's perfect. What we'll do is do the same at the bottom. Where are we? Just there, so we go 1, 2, 3. There's this there. Yeah, brilliant. So that's cool. And then we can just put these like this. And then the final bit of detail I want to add into these, that's one too high, there we go, is just some normal stone, which again very straightforward. Just chuck this on here. I mean, obviously this is all optional. It's just my interpretation of what this should look good like. There you go. You guys have a work area, item elevator, and then obviously when you've got something in here, a very visual way of knowing that it's actually working and sending the items up to the top. So it's not just sort of like, oh, is it working? Is it not working? you definitely know. And obviously just to double check, it's all coming up. So that's cool. So what we'll do is import this back into the world and see how it looks inside the base. And yeah, we'll just take it from there. Right, so here we go. She's in. Check her out. Fits perfectly. Got some space either side to do some bits and pieces with. Not sure what. Maybe some lava streams, something like that. Not sure. Not sure. Got options though, which is good. But yeah, she works. We can stick some stuff in here. Let's stick all this cobblestone in there. As you can see, she's firing off the old bits to the top. Let's climb upstairs to the top bit so I can show you that as well. Because it's always cool to see it all working. But you can see the idea now of what I wanted to do, just like it's a mechanical lift for the items, as opposed to just me shuttling them up here all the time. I will make a better staircase than this abomination, but until then, this sort of works, so that's quite cool. So let's just double check, because I've not checked myself yet, to make sure this should all be coming up. There's no reason why it shouldn't be. It's foolproof. What are we talking about? There you go, look, 2 at a time. Cool. So that works. So that's awesome. And then with this, I can just grab this out of here. This goes in here, and I can just be doing that as I'm filling it up. So perfect. That's exactly what I needed to happen. So there we go. So brilliant. Thanks for tuning in, guys. As always, really appreciate you guys coming back. Hello to all the new subs. Hello to hopefully a few more. Like, subscribe, all that jazz if you like the video. But otherwise, yeah, I'll see you guys next week for another installment of Phunkcraft.